Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Cozy Witchling and today we are going to be taking a look at what you are destined to do. So you have 4 groups to choose from today. We have group number 1 with the fluorite, group number 2 with rose quartz, group number 3 with black chalcedony, and group number 4 with the clear quartz. So you can take a moment to meditate on these groups to see which one is calling out to you. And once you're ready, you can go down to the timestamps below and click on the group that you're drawn to, and I will see you there. Bye! Hi group 1s, if you have chosen the fluorite, this is going to be your reading all about what you are destined to do. So I have a few oracle cards picked out for you, and we will be taking a look at the oracle cards first to get a rough idea of your destined path. And then we will be taking a look at the tarot to see if there's any more guidance or messages from spirit. And as always, I will be finishing off the reading with an extra guidance for you right now. So let's start off your reading. First, you have Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom. Look a little deeper. So with this card, I feel like something that you're destined to do might be a knowledge that has been lost to time. As you're aware, our human race spans back thousands and thousands of years, and even though right now we have a rough idea of how we were back then, we wouldn't necessarily say that we have all the knowledge that we have in the world. And I feel like the path that you're destined to be on, it is to help uncover this knowledge that has been lost. Maybe it has something to do with the ancient Egyptians, and maybe the way that they sort of run their I guess society back then, or the ancient knowledge that they have for back when, like in times of ancient Egypt or even way before, because there has been, I guess, talks and theories that the pyramids were not even built by Egyptians, that they just happened to find it there. So maybe the knowledge that you're uncovering is going to span back even thousands of years before the ancient Egyptians. And you might be an archaeologist, is that how you say it? You might uncover hidden mysteries or uncover knowledge that it might seem like a new discovery in this day and age as you uncover it, but you would know deep in your soul that this is something that our ancestors used to do, and this is something that has just been lost in time. And another thing that's coming to my mind is the Library of Alexandria. If you're aware of the library, it's an ancient library that burned down, and there were a lot of knowledge that were lost because of the fire. And it's really like, it set back humanity thousands of years because of that fire. It's one of the most devastating things that happened to our human race. And I feel like the knowledge that you might be acquiring could have been something that was in the library. And if you are a spiritual person, I'm being asked to tell you to look into Akashic reading or looking into your Akashic records. This might help you unlock your hidden potential of what you're destined to do. Next, we're going to go into the tea leaf oracle cards, and you have good luck. So horseshoe with good luck. You also have frying pan, trouble, accusations. And you have younger women, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. So with these 3 cards that came out from the Tea Leaf Oracle, I feel like no matter what you choose to do, because like on this path of your destiny of figuring out like or uncovering hidden knowledge, there could be many different sort of jobs and roles that could fill that shoe. If you are, if you get what I'm saying, like there isn't only just one job that would fit what you're destined to do. You could have different options, and no matter what options you're choosing, you're going to have good luck in it. This card also makes me think of like prosperity. So you're gonna have, like, you're not going to starve by pursuing this path that you're meant to be on. You will be given good luck and fortune. You will be well supported. And then with trouble, accusations, and dealing or relationships with a younger woman, this makes me feel like you will gain so much knowledge in this area or this field that you would be guiding younger people. You would be helping younger people with their troubles. You would, I would think of roles like counselors in schools would be one of them, or yeah, like therapists, healers, someone that uses knowledge or ancient wisdom, not even necessarily ancient wisdom, but just like knowledge to help other people. You could be, you could grow up to be a guidance counselor. You could grow up to just guide people and show them the path, like how the people like the Egyptians or the ancients have done for us. You would be also showing the newer generation the path as well. So other, I guess, like jobs that are coming to my mind would be something like a teacher, a motivational speaker. You could also possibly, with all the knowledge that you've gained from uncovering or learning on your own journey, you could also possibly be writing books that would be appealing to the younger generation, and they would be very well guided by the knowledge that you put out to the world. And then you also have the badger and ginkgo, healing wounds, and the dragonfly and pansy with balance. So again, with these two cards, I am getting a very strong imagery of healing. Like whatever you're doing is going to help people, especially younger people. You are going to guide them out of their troubles. You are going to help them bring balance into their lives. You are going to awaken them and inspire them. And yeah, like whatever you're doing is going to leave an imprint on this world. It is going to, like, the knowledge that you help uncover, the knowledge or the wisdom that you are going to be a part of is going to last for centuries on this planet. And I also feel like with the word like younger women, I feel like the energy of what you're destined to do is more feminine in nature. So think like, just more emotional healing, just more feminine energy, being in touch with your intuition, maybe guiding them spiritually, just healing in a more feminine sense, in a more like subconscious, unorthodox way would be your destined path. I also feel like with these two cards, you see how the animals are kind of surrounded by the plants, and that is making me think of like even the frying pan surrounded by the fire, the horseshoe surrounded by the flowers. It just makes me think that you're gonna have like eyes on you, but in a good way. Like people are gonna look up to you, people are gonna admire you, they're gonna like the work that you do, and the work that you put out. So like, yeah, like they're going to be watching you, they're going to be learning from you, and that's why you're sort of like surrounded by the crowd, and you're going to be the center of attention by healing and bringing all these positivities into the world. And now we are going to take a look at the tarot to see if there are any other messages or any more clarifiers from Spirit to see what group number 1 is destined to do. So we are going to pull 3 cards and then we're going to clarify the 3 cards. So first you have Ace of Pentacles. This is great because Ace of Pentacles basically tell me that, you know, whatever job that you're doing, you're going to be rewarded, guys. Like, you're going to have good fortune. You have the Magician. Okay, this is making a lot of sense to me. And one more card, Spirit. You have... Oh, okay. You have Queen of Pentacles. And you also have the Sun. So I'm going to put the Sun together with the Queen of Pentacles because they did come out together. And now we're going to pull clarifiers for Ace of Pentacles. Spirit, can I have a clarifier for Ace of Pentacles, please? The Emperor. Ooh, you guys have such great energy. Okay, can I have a clarifier for the Magician, please, Spirit? Okay, 5 of Pentacles. Gotcha. All right. Can we see that? Okay, I'm gonna just put it here so that we can see all the cards. Perfect. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you, group number 1. When I was like just looking at the oracle cards, I was just, you know, I wanted to give you guys more information and more detail, but like not much is coming to me. I know that like whatever you're destined to do has something to do with emotional healing of the younger generation, but I wanted to give you more, sort of like a more reassurance of how that path is going to impact you, and how the path that you're destined to be on, how it's going to affect your life. And from the tarot cards that came out, I can say for sure that because of the work that you're doing, because of the healing and the love that you're giving to the world, you are definitely going to be financially blessed. You would not have to worry about finances. You are going to live a very comfortable life. And the thing that you're destined to do is going to come in... I'm really getting the idea of like writing a book. Like, it's going to come as a divine inspiration, but that inspiration would be ways that could even like bring you financial abundance. Like, it would definitely be something that you can monetize, and it would definitely be something that is going to make you rich. Also with the Queen of Pentacles as well, like you are basically like abundant. You are going to have enough for yourself and for your loved one. You're going to have a very, very comfortable life that is going to be, you know, bring about happiness for you, because the happier you are, the more positivity and the more sort of like happiness you are putting out into the world, the more you're going to receive from the world as well. Like for the Emperor, sort of clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, you are going to be so good at what you're doing. Like no one, I wouldn't say no one will be better than you, because every one of us are special and different in our own ways, but like you're going to have the confidence that like you know what you're doing and you're very, very good at it, and you're not going to second guess your abilities when it comes to your destined path, because you know for sure that whatever you're putting out into the world is for the highest good of everybody. And also I am looking at the imagery of these cards, and like they all have like the Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Magician. They all have, you know, they're all holding something in their hand that is close to their heart. And that makes me feel like the task that you're doing, the path that you're on, is going to be something that is passionate for you. It is something that your heart really desires. And because you are coming from a place where you feel empowered and you feel like you're in alignment with your destiny and what you're supposed to do, that spark is going to bring about all these like attention, you know, the fame, the money towards you. With the Magician being clarified by the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like when you first start out on the journey of trying to go on your destined path, or you know, your first few steps of being in the destined path is going to take a bit of an effort. Like, it is not going to be an immediate overnight sensation or overnight success. You are going to have to work on it and build on it, and the more you work on your talent and abilities, the more you're able to learn about the different, you know, elements and the infinite wisdom that you have within you, the less you're going to feel like you're disconnected from like the financial abundance or the stability or the safety. Like, when you first start out, this might be a job or a position that might not necessarily give you a lot of abundance straight away. Or for example, if you are training to be a therapist, then you know you have to go to school to get a psychology license and all that stuff. Like, and this might take a little bit of investment. So initial investment might be necessary, but that investment, be it your time, your money, you know, your knowledge, like whatever you're putting in to invest in this, on this path, is going to reap, like you're going to reap so much rewards at the end. So like, if you have to invest something, as long as it's something that is fair to you, something that you are able to do, something that is not going to put you too much in a negative mindset or a negative space, Spirit is asking you to go ahead and invest that time and energy, or even money into it, because the path that you feel most drawn to, that raises your vibration up, is going to bring you a lot of abundance in the end anyway. So, you know, you are being asked to invest a little into it as well. Okay, so that is the reading that I have for you, and we are going to be finishing off with the final guidance from Spirit, and you have a sparkling synchronicity. So with this card, it talks about how we're all stardust and we're all connected to the universe. I think for this is the advice that Spirit has for you for this moment when you are watching this video. And you know, this is just a little way for me to say thank you for watching it till the end of your reading. And so with this advice, you can actually use it to apply it into your life right now. It may not necessarily relate to your destined path reading, but I am going to read from the guidebook for you because they have really good messages in here. So we have sparkling synchronicity. It is natural to be guided by starlight, for you are stardust. Coincidence? No, synchronicity. Awareness of the extraordinary brings magical thoughts to the surface. Believe in the unthinkable and then it becomes possible. Trust your intuition, your inner compass, and be delighted by the layer of instances shimmering with joy. The more you open yourself up to leading with the heart-mind connection, the more ease and flow will come into your life. It may surprise you and feel unexplainable, but know that this is truly how grand life can be if only you just let it be so. So with this message, you guys, I am sort of being asked to tell you to believe in yourself, believe in your intuition. I know sometimes people tell us to be realistic. We might have big dreams and then someone would tell us like, no, but that's not really possible because of the situation you're in, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes we know it in our gut that something is meant to be. We might not know how we're going to get there, when we're going to get there, or what's going to happen in order to get there. But we know that we're supposed to get there eventually. And if you have a feeling like that, group number 1, Spirit is asking me to tell you to continue to believe in it, because the more you believe in it, the more you will be able to see the path that's ahead of you, and the how, the when, the why is going to be answered on their own. You don't need all the answers right now to walk on the path. All you need to know is to trust your instinct and to believe in the feeling that you have in your heart and let it guide you, because the path will open up as long as you are being guided by love and inspiration and intuition. So that is all the messages I have for you, group number 1. It was a very beautiful reading. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. And if you have found this reading helpful, you can leave me a like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. And that is the simplest and easiest way to help me grow. And I really hope to see you guys again in my next video. Bye! Hi group 2s, if you have chosen this rose quartz, this is going to be your reading all about your destined path, or what you are destined to do. So we're going to start off first by looking at your oracle cards, and then we're going to go into the tarot to get more information, and then we're going to finish off with the final advice from Spirit. So starting with your oracle card, you have lifting the veil, question everything, anything unaligned must go. So group 2s, I feel like the path that you're destined to be on, it is to change the perception, the knowledge, the sort of the mental state of the world. What's coming to my mind is, you know how like back in the 80s or the 90s, people would like, the skinny culture where everybody think that being thin is beautiful and things like that. And then now we have become more inclusive, like body positivity, inclusivity, things like that. Like, so someone somewhere or a collective of us managed to change the mindset of the world. And I feel like the path that you're destined to be on, it is a part of that kind of change, like a big radical change. You can think like the new age, like spirituality, or just something that the world has done for a long time, and you're going to come in and you're going to change the trajectory of it, or you're going to add new knowledge into it so that people start to see things in a different light. You're going to open up the veil so that everybody can see what is on the other side, and everybody is going to benefit from the knowledge that you're providing to them. So next we're going to look at the tea leaf oracle cards. And so you have first needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. So I feel like with this card, it is just, first of all, take a moment to make a wish. Yeah, you can pause this video if you want to make a wish, but I feel like every time I see the word wish being granted, I feel that we have to always make a wish. So wish for anything that you want right now, whatever your heart desires. And once you're ready, so we're going to go back into the reading. So for needle and thread, I feel like the path that you are on is going to be something that you've always desired to do. It's going to be sort of like a wish come true for you. You might think right now that what you want to do and what you want to go for might be a little bit out of your reach, or you might think that it's impossible. And this is just Spirit telling you that no, like whatever you want to achieve is very, very possible. Your wish is going to be granted. And whatever you desire to do on this path is also going to be granted. You also have wind chimes, peace and harmony. So, okay, so when I do my reading, I am very sort of like aware, or I am more, I guess, like drawn to the positions of where my cards land. So with the wind chime card being right on top of lifting the veil, I feel like whatever you're bringing into the world is going to bring about peace and harmony for the world. You are going to maybe like you're going to give like a seminar or a talk, or maybe even talk at the United Nations conference, things like that. Like you are going to do something that is going to impact many, many people. Like many people are going to listen to what you have to say, and that is going to change their mindset on things, and it's going to bring about peace and harmony to the world. Like you are going to bring about world peace. And you also have crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. And with this card, I also feel like it could also be a business that you're starting, but with the intention of world peace. Like you could be starting a nonprofit organization, you could be building schools, volunteering is coming to mind. Like you are going to nurture this planet, nurture the people that are living on this planet to bring about peace and harmony, and that would be your heart's greatest desire. I feel like group number 2, you guys have a lot of love in you. You guys are people that love very unconditionally. You might show a lot of kindness to the world, and Spirit is telling me that that is basically what you're meant to do. Like you're meant to give love. I know that sometimes society tells us to not love so openly or be a bit more reserved about who we love, how much love we give, but I don't think so. I feel like if you have a lot of love to give, then just give the love that you want to give. You know, don't hold back. Be kind and nice to people because your heart wants to be. Yeah, and I also see that like with the crib, if you can see this picture, it feels like the baby is like a golden baby in like a golden crib. And actually, there's actually a lot of gold. Like the wind chimes are golden, the needle is golden. So I feel like, sure, like it might be a more non-profit organization, or it might be a job that is more like volunteering, peace-oriented, but somehow, the job is also going to bring you like financial abundance. Like, you know, you will be taken care of financially as well. Even though you are on this path that might look like you're not going to get a lot of profit. But I feel like group number 2s, you would discover a way to still feed yourself and care for yourself and your family while also following your highest, I guess, your destined path. And then we have Mouse and Buttercup with innocence, the opossum and peony, the possum and peony with bashfulness, and you have the raccoon and sycamore with curiosity. Okay, so one thing that I'm noticing right now as I'm looking at these cards is that you have all the rodent cards. You have the rat, the possum, and the raccoon, which are basically like rats. So you could be someone born in the year of the rat, but what is also coming to my mind is that, you know, mice have a strong sense of like community. If you ever seen like a mice, like a rodent infestation, you just see that they have like thousands of them. You know, it feels like there's only one, and then you chase them and there's like a billion like rats just coming out. Think Ratatouille, how like they have family support, like the whole community is there to support each other. And I feel like the path that you're going to be on, it is very, very strongly like sort of community spirit, like very bonded with community. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to be led by you or who you are going to work with. It is not going to be a path that you're going to have to take solo. Like you're not going to be a computer scientist just in his basement all day coding away. So yeah, it's definitely going to involve people, and like all these energies as well feel very, I don't know how to word it. It feels like small, but in a sense of like innocence. Like if you think about something innocent or someone innocent, you think of like a tiny little baby, right? Bashfulness, if someone is shy, they would like, you know, go within themselves. Or like curiosity, like if you're curious, you would like maybe dip your toes in the water kind of thing to like, so I feel that the path that you're on is going to start small. You might, maybe, if you know volunteering is your thing, you might start by just volunteering at the pet shelter, or maybe it might be like a little part-time job that you picked up, and that's when you realize like, hey, I really like helping people, I really like healing people, and I feel like this is something that makes me really happy that I want to pursue even more. Or if you are sort of like starting, maybe let's just say you're starting like a tarot channel or like a self-help advice kind of channel. It might start out small because your channel is not gonna have like 1 billion subscribers on day one. So you're gonna start out small, but you're gonna slowly build on it. And yeah, like it's going to help with sort of changing the mindset and the thinking of the people that you are going to come in contact with. Okay, so now we are going to go into the tarot to get any more clarifications or messages from Spirit for this path that you're destined to be on. So Spirit, for group number 2, can we get more clarifications or messages for them on their path? For their destined path, what clarifications do we have? We are going to draw 3 cards to get more messages from the tarot, and we are going to clarify the 3 cards to see what we have. So Spirit, can you tell us? Okay, so you have the Fool. Ooh, this is, you guys see this? So the Fool, I'm not sure if you can see it, might be a little small in my video, but the Fool is the number 0 card, and the Mouse and the Buttercup is also a number 0 card. So this is probably a path that you have not taken before. Or when you do start on it, it's going to, it's going to be a new beginning for you. Like you're gonna have to take a leap of faith into it. You also have the 6 of Wands. Okay. Yep, you have the 6 of Wands. So, okay, something that is going to be victorious for you. You are going to be very proud of the work that you're doing, and you are also going to get a lot of admiration from the people around you. You're also going to have a lot of support. You have 9 of Swords. Alrighty. Okay. And then we are going to clarify the Fool. You have Ace of Wands. Beautiful. We are going to clarify the 6 of Wands. You have the 8 of Swords. Okay. And we are going to clarify the 9 of Swords. You have the 3 of Pentacles. All right. So, okay. So with this energy, I feel like you're going to start out the journey with a passion like that you discover, that you might stumble upon. You might not be aware of this passion when you first like venture into it, but like this coincidence, or you know, quote unquote coincidence, but nothing is in coincidence, but like this experience is going to bring about an inspiration, or it will ignite something in your heart that is going to make you realize that like the path you want to be on is something to do with changing the views and perception and the knowledge of the world. And then with the 8 of Swords and the 6 of Wands, I feel like the Eight of Swords energy, I feel this is like society. You see how the swan is like trapped in all the vines, you know, the thorns, the swords, like everything is trapping it. There's like a bigger figure that is like cloaking the swan from light. It's just like, I also see this as a veil. And remember how your card says like lifting the veil? So I feel like there is something that is really blocking society or people from seeing the truth. And you're this tiny little hummingbird, but you're like, here, I'm gonna show you guys a closer look. But yeah, you're this tiny little hummingbird that is going to bring about light to the world. Like, you are going to inspire people to break free from their chains. You are going to give them a different way of thinking. You're going to help them and uplift them. And this is also your energy. Like, you are the Six of Wands, and by, you know, people looking at you, they're going to see like, hey, you know, maybe I can get out of this trouble that I'm in, or maybe like this is the way I should be looking at life. And yeah, with the Nine of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, I feel like this is sort of an advice from Spirit on your path. So like, what the work that you're doing is very people oriented, and it is very, very different, right, from what society is, the path that society is on right now. So what happens is that, you know, in situations like that, when you're doing something different, when you are not following the status quo, people are going to question you. People are going to not understand why you do the things you do. And like, that could sort of make you anxious. That could make you second guess yourself. You might be stuck in your worries a lot, you know, thinking a lot about like, oh, like, but if I share this message that I feel that is so right in my heart, what if people don't take it well? What if people don't like agree with my point of view, or they think that, you know, it's stupid or something like that? And Spirit is telling you to not worry about those thoughts. Like, just don't let them get to you. Don't let those like anxiety and negative thoughts get to you. Instead, you should just focus on building up the necessary skills. And, you know, like, for example, if you want to like sort of change people's mindsets by talking to them, then maybe taking up a skill in public speaking might be helpful. Or if you want to volunteer at certain places, then getting some certifications to help with that would be helpful. If you want to build schools overseas, then learning the language of that place will make it easier for you to do what you want to do and what your heart is calling out to do. So instead of worrying too much about whether people are going to receive it well, or, you know, if you're going to get some backlash, you should instead focus on just the skills that will be necessary in order for you to build what you want to build. Yeah. So that is the reading that I have for you in terms of what you are destined to do and the path that you're destined to be on. And now I am going to finish off the reading with final advice from Spirit. And this is just a way of me saying thank you for making all the way to the end of the reading. And for this advice, you can feel free to claim it and use it right now or in the future or whenever you feel like it would be helpful. And for this, you have the card Unseen. So before even looking at the guidebook, I just feel like you might have a lot of like hidden potentials, or you might have a lot of hidden opportunities coming to you. There is something coming towards you that you are not seeing right now. Ooh, and it's also making me think of like this part of the reading where it's like, you know, you don't see that the passion that is going to be ignited in you is coming towards you. You don't see that option right now. Like, the moment you're watching this reading, you would have possibly no idea what this radical change or, you know, this idea or this inspiration would be. But it is there and it's coming towards you, and you just have to believe that it is on its way. And now I am going to try and find this in my guidebook. Ah, there it is, and I'm going to read it to you. So, unseen, micro macro lens. To play our roles in the dream, we are the unseen. Ah, even the protists have a place. We are made of unseen parts and we interact with nanoparticles daily. Our very existence is dependent upon the tiny ones playing out roles in this macrocosm. Macrocosm? Okay, it is a nice expansion practice to take note of the things that often go overlooked and are underappreciated. Have you looked at life through a different lens lately? So one thing that is also coming to my mind is that maybe take note of the little things that happen in our day-to-day life. I know that a lot of the time, we notice the big things, but we rarely notice the small things that happens around us every single day. For example, looking at leaves and just like if you take a look at the veins on the leaf kind of thing, like it's not something that people notice every single day, but sometimes when you're just sitting there and you notice it, you can get like so engrossed and like drawn into it. I feel that right now just taking note of small little things that happen around you is going to help you maybe de-stress, lighten your load a little bit, or it might even bring about the inspiration that you need to have to be on the right path for you. So yeah, that is the message that I have from Spirit. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you, group number 2. And if you have found this reading helpful, you can leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. That is the simplest and easiest way to help me grow. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Hi group 3s, if you have chosen this Black Chalcedony, this is going to be your reading all about the path that you are destined to be on, or what you're destined to do. A side note before I start on this reading, I always thought that was an obsidian, but then I used like this app to see like what rock it was, and it says Black Chalcedony. So if you can tell me whether you think this is an obsidian or a Black Chalcedony, I would really appreciate it. I can't tell which is which, but I'm just going to say it's about Black Chalcedony for now. Okay, so group 3s, we are going to take a look at your oracle cards first to get a rough idea of what you are destined to do, and then we'll look at the tarot to get more information from Spirit, and then I will finish off the reading with a final advice card for you guys. So starting with the oracle, you guys have Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So straight away, I feel like you guys are going to be leaders. Like you are going to build a new path, something that no one in your family or even your friends have done before. You are going to, I'm just getting this idea like with all the greens in the card as well, like you're going to start a business. Like you're going to be like the next Jeff Bezos, where you will start something, or Steve Jobs, start something that is going to be such a big enterprise. Okay, and then you also have, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So with this card, I just feel like you are meant to create this enterprise or this like company or this fortune. Like you're supposed to, you are reincarnated, you are incarnated on this earth right now because you are meant to forge this path. Like this destined path is destined for you. Well, duh. But yeah, and then looking into the tea leaf oracle cards, you have skull, hidden secrets can harm you. And I feel like this is talking about, well, the skull makes me think of protection. You know how like the skull protects our brain because our brain is like very, very important to us. And I just, from the imagery of the skull, I just feel like your thoughts and your ideas are being protected by Spirit, first of all. And I feel that I think sometimes the job that you're doing might require a little bit of like secrecy or like, you know, like NDA, like non-disclosure agreements, things like that. And if you have to sign those, or if you have to look through contracts that involve NDAs, to look through them carefully so that you're not like breaking any rules or anything, you know, like I think the idea that I'm getting from this is that if you ever have to write contracts or read through contracts, or if you ever build a company and you would have contracts for your employees, to make sure you know what they're talking about, like you know exactly what your contracts are talking about, because on this path of building your fortune or building your company, you will have to deal with a lot of people, and not everybody is going to have your best interest at heart. So just be aware that people might keep certain things from you, and you know, try to sort of know the secrets as much as possible. Like try to be as transparent when it comes to building this career, like as much as possible, if that makes sense. And then you also have fox with shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. Okay, so yeah, again, like I really think that you guys, like group number 3, you guys are the business group. Like you guys are destined to build a business, to have the enterprise. You're giving me like the boss energy. Like you are very resourceful, you know what to do, like you're like a fox, you know, like no one can scam you because like you're smarter, like you know what's up, and you're just a really good business person. Like I don't know what to say other than to please start a business, like figure something out, because I think you're going to be able to start like something really wonderful, you know, a new idea, like Uber before Uber existed, or DoorDash before DoorDash existed, like things like that. You're going to be able to start a really good enterprise. And then you also have hat. You will be playing a different role. So I feel that this person that you are going to become, this person that you are destined to be, is different from the person that you are now. I think what I'm also getting is that you might not be a silver spoon person. Like you might not have everything handed down to you. You might have had to struggle and fight and work really, really hard to be in the position that you are now. And it might be different, you know, like paving a new path. Like maybe none of your family members went to college, or maybe none of your family members have ever been their own boss. Maybe they've always worked for people, they've always had an employer, and you're paving a new path by being your own boss, by, you know, like achieving things that maybe people in your family have never achieved before. And so then, you know, you're going to be playing a different role, in a sense of like you might be even guiding and helping your family into pursuing their own dreams. Or, you know, instead of like being guided, you're the one guiding now. Or you're the one, instead of being supported, you're the one supporting your friends and family and your loved ones. Like this destined path that you're on is going to be helping you to take on a different role in the future. You could also be promoted from like, or maybe you would work for someone's company and then you realize like, hey, I have a great idea, but it means that I have to start my own company. And so instead of being the employee, you are going to be the boss and then eventually become an employer. So then you'll be playing a different role in that sense. And then we are going to see more cards. So you have the deer and the oat with healing. And I was mentioning in a different group that like, I kind of take a look at where my cards land up, because, you know, I have a set sort of plan on where I was going to put my cards. And with healing coming up to the paving a new path, I feel like you are going to be healing like ancestral wounds or ancestral patterns, or healing like old family wounds, or you know, if your family have this mindset of like lack, right? Like the lack mentality, you know, the mindset of just nothing is enough, like if you've always grown up sort of struggling and poor, it is very, very difficult to break out of that mindset and to think in a way of abundance. Because when something is all you've known and when something has been your reality for such a long time, it's so difficult to break out of it. But you are going to pave this path, and you are going to help heal whatever that is holding your loved ones back. Also, you're going to heal yourself and your mindset, and that is going to like bring about healing for you and your loved ones. And you also have metamorphosis. See, so like this one is next to the hat, which makes a lot of sense because you are going to change and evolve. Like you're going to be playing a different role. You are going to grow and learn, and you are going to transform into like a different person, you know, from the metamorphosis card. Okay, so now group number 3, we are going to be taking a look at your tarot cards to see if Spirit has any more messages or advice, or, you know, a little more tidbits, a little more sneak peeks and spoilers for the destined path that you're meant to do. Which is, I'm gonna say it's definitely to start a business, like something about wealth and finances. Yeah, so we're gonna draw 3 cards for you guys. You have the 5 of Cups, and then we're gonna clarify the 3 cards as well. So you guys also have, okay, the Knight of Wands and the 9 of Cups. Make a wish. All right, 9 of Cups is a make a wish card, so pause this video and make a wish, you guys, because it's going to come true. Okay, and now we are going to clarify. Please, Spirit, can you, please clarify 10 of Pentacles. That is very beautiful. Okay, and can you please clarify the Knight of Wands? Can you please clarify the Knight of Wands? Spirit, can you please clarify the Knight of Wands? What is the Knight of Wands energy? I kind of have an idea in my mind. Okay. And Spirit, can you please clarify the 9 of Cups? Please clarify the 9 of Cups. You have the Queen of Wands. Okay. Alright, I think I'm seeing what Spirit is wanting to tell or speak to you guys about. So, oops, sorry, I kicked my camera. Okay, so first of all, with the 5 of Cups, I think I've mentioned it in one of my previous videos before, but this card, especially if you were to look at it, like if you're familiar with the traditional tarot, you know, they're looking at the spilled cups instead of the cups that they still have. But this person is looking instead at the cup that she still has. Like she's not focused on the cups that spilled. And that's like what I feel is a little bit different about this Shadowscape tarot. Like this picture especially is so very, very different in terms of energy that it's giving. So I'm going to read this card from the image that, you know, this artist has drawn for the 5 of Cups. And basically, group number 3s, you are not someone who likes to dwell on spilled milk. Like you don't like to you know, focus on things that woulda, coulda, shoulda like been, but instead you focus on what you could still do. Like, sure, I might have lost 3 cups, but I still have this 1 cup. Like, I still have the 2 cups, I still have this 1 cup with this giant goldfish, and I can make something out of it. And this mindset is going to bring about the 10 of Pentacles, which is basically like abundance, like the fruits of your labor, you know, like things coming into fruition. Basically, you focusing on what you still have is going to bring about abundance in your life. Like, that's going to be your abundant mindset. And Spirit is asking you to keep it up, like keep thinking that way, because that is going to bring about your best future. Next, you have the Knight of Wands being clarified by the Nine of Swords. So with this, like with the Knight of Wands energy, I kind of see it like being related to the fox. And I feel that if you were to look at the shuffling just now, the Nine of Swords, to clarify, also came a little bit like slow. And basically, I think like you have the potential and the energy of just charging ahead. Like, you should just trust your instinct and trust your gut feeling, especially when it comes to running your business, because you know what's up. And like, be confident in it and try not to overthink. Like, the moment you overthink, it's going to slow down the energy a little bit. So if you have doubts and worries and anxiety in your mind, just like, you can talk to people about it, get their ideas, you know, talk to your friends and family and loved ones to see like what a good plan would be. But at the end of the day, like, still continue to take action, still continue to move forward. Don't let the things in your mind hold you back and be in a state of inaction. So if you keep moving forward, you are going to be able to get this beautiful future that you are destined to have. Okay, and now we're going to look at the last 2 cards, which is the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So I feel like this path that you're going to be on is also going to be very emotionally fulfilling. It's going to make your wishes come true. You're going to feel like you're able to help and support the people around you, and you're going to have that nurturing energy of like, I am capable and I am able to support my family and to care about them in a way that I've always wished for, I've always dreamt of. So that wish is coming true. Like, if you ever wish to be able to provide more, to be, you know, someone that they can lean on and depend on, like, Spirit is telling me that that is going to happen for you. Like, you are going to be able to do that. Whoever you care about, whoever you want to support, you're going to be able to support them. Okay, and now we're going to finish off the reading with your final card, and this is just going to be my way of saying thank you for making it all the way to the end of the reading. And this advice card, you can use it to apply to your life right now or in the future, whenever you feel drawn to apply to. But yeah, this is just like a final little tidbit from me and Spirit to you guys, and you have the card Build. So I think with this, it's pretty clear. I feel like Spirit is telling me to tell you guys to like build on your skills, like build on your knowledge. You have to build on this business, you know, like nothing will be given to you sort of at 100%. Like, you have to slowly work up to it, especially if it's something that you want to keep and maintain. If you're given $1 million like all of a sudden and you have no idea how to use $1 million or take care of the money, then you're gonna lose it all, right? But if you work and get the $1 million from your own hard work, that knowledge and experience that you gain from working towards it is going to help you keep the $1 million. So like, Spirit is telling me that you need to learn to just build on, you know, build on your knowledge, your interests, like anything, your portfolio is also coming to mind. So something to do with building. All right, and then I'm going to read from the guidebook, and it says, a wise builder begins with a foundation of love. Solid foundations. Building a healthy, abundant, and joy-filled life begins with stability and acknowledgement of available tools. The platonic solids are equilateral 3D forms that can be traced from the smallest cell structure to the grandest architecture. Within these forms, there are geometric correspondences to the natural elements and their mental, emotional, and philosophical associations. Tetrahedron, fire; octahedron, water; icosahedron, air; cube, earth; and dodecahedron, ether. I hope I'm saying all those words right. But basically, it's also saying that whatever, things, like for example, this table, right? Yeah, it might be a table, but if you were to break it down, this table is made out of 3 legs and like a surface. But then in the surface, there are atoms, and like they're made out of like, I don't know, protons and electrons and neutrons. Like everything has something else inside of it, a foundation that makes it strong. So you need to start small and start to build on that foundation. And the more you build on it, the more it will grow. Don't try to build a castle like immediately, don't try to build a giant castle before you even learn how to build a tiny little shed, because like the castle might not be built properly, and there might be things that could make the castle crumble. So start by learning how to do the small things first, and the accumulation of knowledge is going to help you build this really, really good enterprise and this business that you're destined to have. So that is the reading for you, group number 3. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you guys. And if you have found this helpful, you can leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. That is the simplest and easiest way to help my channel grow. And I really hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye! Hi group 4s, if you have chosen this clear quartz, this is going to be your reading all about the path that you're destined to be on. So I'm going to start off with some oracle cards to take a look at the path or what you are destined to do, and then we're going to take a look at the tarot cards to get more clarification and guidance, and we're going to finish off the reading with final advice from Spirit for you guys. So starting off with your oracle cards, you have Star Keeper. Cosmic ancestors seek the light by staying grounded. And you also have Earth Pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. So with these 2 cards, I have the impression that what you are destined to do is to help Mother Earth. It's something to do with nature. It's something to do with helping this planet in a more earthly way. So think like being part of the team that helps to collect trash from the ocean, or working as like who are those people that work at like nature reserves and stuff, like rangers, I guess, that helps protect nature. You could be someone, a botanist, someone who learns about trees and rocks and earth, or someone who tests the water to see if like everything is okay. Like your job is something grounding, like it is something to do with earth. Your destined path is to help Mother Nature. You could also be like, what are those people that learn, like that tracks like storms and stuff and tells us when the storm is coming? That could also be like your job. You could come up with like ideas of technology to maybe help prevent earthquakes or natural disasters. Like on a scale like that, you are destined to be more on like a natural, earth healing kind of job. Like with the other groups, they have more of like heal the people, like, you know, ancestral wounds and things like that. But with you guys, you are here to heal the planet. Not necessarily the people living in the planet, on the planet, but more of like the planet. You're here to love Earth. You guys are like the tree huggers, like the green thumbs. I wouldn't be surprised if group number 4, you guys have a lot of plants in your house. Because I feel like you guys just love nature. Like you want to take care of it. You're just very drawn to nature. And then you also have the card Angel. And it says spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So when I see this card, I feel like this card is talking about you. You are Earth's angel. You are here to protect Mother Earth from harm. You're here to protect Mother Earth from all those people who are harming it and ruining it and polluting it. You might be someone who cares a lot about carbon emissions. And you know what? If it's something that you're passionate about, go for it. You know, like, just, yeah. But I also feel that on this path to helping the earth, you would also be protected from harm, because this is what you are destined to do. It's your soul's journey. So spirit is going to protect you from any kind of harm that might come your way. Ooh, you also have the sun, happiness and well-being. I feel like, first of all, this path is going to bring you happiness, because you do have the sun card. But more so, I feel like you are going to be the sun that beams down on earth and helps the plants grow. Like, I feel this card in such a strong relation to this one. How like this sunshine is making all the beauty, like, you know, the flowers and the trees and the grass like grow. And you are going to be that sun for Mother Earth. And also the shield. You need to defend yourself. I feel like you are going to be Earth's protector. Earth's mightiest hero, the Avenger, but for planet Earth. And I just want to go ahead and thank you guys first for helping the planet, because that is such, you know, a wonderful thing to do. Like people who just want to go out there and help the animals and the planet and nature thrive and survive. Like, you guys are doing God's work. So thank you so much. But I just feel like this group message is very, very specific. And I just feel that like your destined path has something to do with healing the earth. And you're going to be very happy doing it. It's going to feel very, very fulfilling for you, and it will bring about happiness. You also have the card loyalty and devotion. And what is interesting is that I feel like loyalty and devotion, like, yeah, they're two different cards, right? Like, they're two different words, but they have the same meaning. Like, it's about sticking through and like knowing what you want to fight for, and staying loyal to it and being devoted to it. Like, you know your path, you know what you care about, you know your passion, and nothing is going to change your mind. I feel group number 4 that once you've discovered the path that you want to be on, for example, you want to be an environmentalist, right? Once you discover that that is what you want to do, nothing is going to stop you. You won't be influenced by other people or like what they say, you know, because you know why you're here, like what you have been put on this earth to do, and you're just going to do it. And yeah, like, I don't know, I also feel like the way these animals are facing outwards, they're kind of like guarding this sacred space that's in the middle. And basically you're just like this shield, this force field that is going to stop those people who ruin this planet for everybody else. You're going to stop them from ruining things, and you're going to be the shield between Earth and the rest of the world. And I'm getting a message from Mother Earth, and she just wants to thank you for your love and care and protection, and for nurturing her. And because of the love that you're giving to her, she is also going to protect you and support you in any way that she can. Yeah, So now, sorry, like sometimes the messages are very, very specific. So if you feel like this is not your group at all, you're not a nature person at all, maybe pick a different group because this group is very specific. And now we're going to go into the tarot to see if there are any more messages from Spirit or any advice or guidance for my little green witchlings, green thumbs, my little tree lovers. Okay, so we're going to take a look at 3 cards, and then we're going to clarify the cards afterwards. So Spirit, what other advice and messages do you have for group number 4 on their destined path? You have the Lovers. Aww, that is so sweet. Okay, what else, Spirit? What else do you have for group number 4s on their destined path? You have Page of Swords. You're gonna cut down anyone that is like not in alignment with you. Like that is all those people that are trying to ruin your dream of protecting the earth. You're going to be like, nope, I'm gonna cut you down. And then you also have the King of Pentacles, which is great energy. Like you are going to be supported, and the fruit of your labor will grow, but also like Mother Earth is going to give you abundance in like a, let's say like a financial way, or it could also be like in you know, like if you were to plant a garden, you're gonna have bountiful harvest, as a way of Earth saying thank you to you. And then to clarify the Lovers, you have the Queen of Wands. And now we're going to clarify the Page of Swords. Ooh, Page of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords to clarify, and also the Four of Wands. Aww. Okay, I'm getting a certain message in mind as well, which we're gonna talk about in a bit, but yes. And now can we please clarify, Spirit, the King of Pentacles? Can we please clarify the King of Pentacles? Can you please clarify the King of Pentacles? Oop. Take this one. 4 of Swords. Okay. Is this in the frame? Okay, this works. Alright, so group number 4s. You have... Honestly, you have like... number 4 might be very significant to you, because you have like... Your group number 4, you have 2 4 cards that came out. And also 4 clarifier cards. So 4 might be a significant number to you, but... The message that I was getting while I was pulling the tarot card is that on this path of you like loving the earth and Mother Nature, you might also end up meeting your soulmate, which is like random, but I feel like you might meet the person that you love while pursuing your passion. And you guys will be able to build like a strong foundation from that. Maybe they might be sort of impressed by the way you stand up for yourself and what you believe in, and how you protect the things that matter to you, and like how you can discern what is important and make logical decision, you know, instead of just like focusing on emotional, even though the job that you're doing is something that you're really passionate about. Also, when I said that, I saw 1144, so that those numbers might be significant, like 44, you know, more 4s will be significant. But yeah, like where was I? I was just saying that like even though this is a job of passion, when the time comes and you need to make logical decision, you are still able to do it. You're still able to put aside your emotions to like really cut through the crap and convey your messages in a way that is like everybody knows that you're not here to like fool around, you know, like you're here to do business, and people will respect you and treat you sort of like respectfully. My vocabulary, but yeah, because they know that you mean business. With the Queen of Wands clarifying the Lovers, I also feel like the Lovers energy is also kind of like sort of a counterpart, sort of like what you know, you're attracting what you give out kind of thing. Yin and yang is about balance, and I feel that when you are confident and when you are, because you are confident and because you are following your passion, it's going to bring about like love and balance and reciprocity from the people around you and also from the world. Yeah. And then with the King of Pentacles, I kind of sort of talked about it just now, clarified by the Four of Swords, is that I think this is Spirit or Mother Earth telling you to not worry about sort of the financial side of things too much, because you're going to be cared for, even though like maybe right now you might not be able to see how it's going to happen, but you are still going to be well funded and well provided for by Earth. So just like not to worry about it, you can take a break and rest, because the bountiful harvest is going to grow for you, because you have planted so many seeds that like you're just going to reap the rewards of it. Let's see. I also feel like if, you know, I guess being an environmentalist or caring about nature or planting, being a gardener or something like that is not what you're looking to do. Like, you know for sure that that is not what is going to make you happy. That if you were to, Spirit is saying, if you were to just follow your passion, take it slowly and go step by step, and like just remain devoted to pursuing it, that eventually you will also reap the reward and the benefit of pursuing your dreams. So if you just keep taking a step at a time, you would be able to get it. But I still feel like for the majority of you watching this group, it has something to do with Earth. You guys are meant to love Earth. I just feel that. Okay, and then with the final guidance card, this is just a way of me saying thank you for making all the way to the end of your reading. And this guidance is just from Spirit that you can apply right now as you're watching the video. It might not be related to your destined path, or you can also choose to apply it in the future whenever you feel like it's relatable and the most useful for you. So you have the card Unalone, and with this card I feel like this is Spirit telling you that you're not alone. I'm getting the message that you have your whole team supporting you and you are very, very loved, especially if you're a nature lover. Like, the moment you are stepping onto the ground, you know, when you're stepping on the grass or just taking a walk out in the streets, I think Spirit wants you to know that the earth is supporting you. Like, this reminds me of what happened yesterday. So my baby was running and he fell, and he was crying a little bit, and somehow I had the urge to say that, oh, the earth just wanted to give you a hug. Mother Earth just wanted to pull you in closer to give you a hug. And it kind of reminded me of that. So, you know, like when you're walking to work or just walking or on the streets or whatever, you can take a moment to remind yourself that, hey, I'm in contact with Mother Earth, and she is giving me a hug. Yeah, and now I'm going to also read from the guidebook for you guys for this card to see if there are any more messages that might be useful. So you have Unalone. Inky cosmos souls, from whence we came, we return, unalone in love. We are suns, moons, stars, planets, galaxies beyond comprehension, time and space. We are fluid in nature, shimmering, inky cosmos souls. Etheric soul creatures are amorphous and holographic in nature, like bodies that are boundless in love. Dreams, visions, and epiphanies come to us from our soul groups stationed through the universe. You intuitively know this, for we are everything, oneness, the void, blackness, source. All that is, known by many names, is ever expanding, unlimited. These voids are empty of matter, so that light and energy come through to create. Nothing and everything in tandem, the infinite space to create with unlimited capacity. So, with this message, I think you're being also called, or you're being reminded that we are all connected. We all have this oneness in us that is going to sort of connect you with the world. So whenever you feel alone, whenever you feel disconnected from people or the world, or just, just feel really, really lonely, Spirit is telling you and reminding you that you're not alone, because the force of life and the love of the universe flows through us, and through us, it flows to the rest of the world. So yeah, group number 4, that is the reading that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for letting me do this reading for you. And if you have found this reading helpful, you can leave me a like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!